We are in the middle of the cultural phenomenon known as Shark Week. But for some parts of America, every week may seem like Shark Week. Attacks on both coasts raise new concerns this summer about beach safety. A man in knee-deep water in South Carolina was nipped just yesterday by a small shark. Over the weekend, a swimmer was bitten in North Carolina 2 weeks after a similar attack in the same area. In Southern California last month, a suspected great white bit a woman on her torso and shoulder. A week later, beaches were closed after a helicopter crew saw sharks swimming off Huntington Beach.
Since 2012, we've been following the fishermen and science of Ocearch. Our cameras showed them making history when Ocearch caught a 2,000-pound great white. It was the first one tagged and released in the North Atlantic. Ocearch founder and expedition leader Chris Fischer is here with new developments that you'll see only on CBS This Morning. Chris, welcome back.
Good to be here.
Great to have you.
We love sharks. So tell us what you can about those sightings and attacks off of California.
Well, the ones off California, I think the most interesting thing that people aren't talking about is from our early work in 2007 through about 2010, we studied the Guadalupe Island white shark, and they're coming in, the big females, to give birth off the beaches during the months of May and June. The rest of the time, they're offshore fish, so they're big pelagic ocean roaming fish. So when you think about that particular incident, it's very common to see juvenile white sharks in California. We know it's a big part of the white shark nursery. We also know that in May and June, our big females are coming in to drop off their pups in northern Baja, and certainly that birthing area would extend up into Southern California. So I just think it's important from a common sense standpoint for people to understand the birthing season of the Guadalupe white shark is May and June. And they're going to be
coming in. Stay out of the water in May and June.
I don't know if you got to stay out of the water, but be aware, look at the water before you go in it. If you see a bunch of seals and it's dusk and there's a lot of bait, move down the beach.
You say most people, though, do have an irrational fear of sharks, and you're saying you really don't have to because it's highly unlikely that you'll be attacked by a shark.
Sure.
We need them.
That's right. I mean, you're talking about a handful of people, 6 people or so a year. It's really statistically irrational fear compared to what we do in our everyday lives, whether it's driving a car or make a piece of toast, or it's just not
But last
likely.
year was an all-time record for shark attacks.
Yeah, we're starting to see that because more and more people are in the water during all year round. Wetsuit technology is better. People are doing all sorts of activities year round, and primarily those are like ankle biters, small sharks, little sharks with little nips.
Yeah, you were in North Carolina, right? Just tagging some tiger sharks?
Yeah, we just worked with the North Carolina Aquarium, and actually SeaWorld funded an expedition there. We tagged 5 tiger sharks for UNC Wilmington and the North Carolina Aquarium. Very interesting to see tiger sharks offshore there. And they're moving up and down the East Coast. We named one Orlando for the people of Orlando.
Where is Mary Lee?
Mary Lee is off Savannah. Very interesting that our large female North Atlantic white sharks are all off the southeastern United States in the summer. You have Mary Lee off Savannah, Lydia off Daytona, and Catherine just north of the Bahamas off Palm Beach. And when we started this work, we thought all the giant sharks were off of the Northeast in the summer. And right now, our big females are in southeastern
Well, what does that mean? Because it's much warmer, the water down there.
Yeah, I think we just didn't really understand their movements. That's why it's so important we continue to tag white sharks off Massachusetts and understand the rhythm and the pattern. We can see that these sharks are spending a lot of time off Newfoundland. There's a lot of time off the southeastern United States. And this puzzle where the sharks gather in Massachusetts is crucial to the public safety of the entire eastern seaboard.
What amazes you most about them in terms of the discoveries you have made?
I think with the North Atlantic white shark, what amazes me the most is how much we're all swimming with giant white sharks. They're so nervous that we don't even know that they're there. You look at a shark like Mary Lee or Lydia, after we tag them in the cradle and release them, no one sees them again 4 or 5 years later. They're like ghosts. They're moving in and out of the beaches where we're swimming. No one has any interaction with them. And then the scale and size of their range. Lydia traveled 35,000 miles in just the first 2 years we tracked her in the North Atlantic.
And you're tracking them. What exactly are you trying to learn, and why is it so important that sharks be in the water?
Well, super exciting. We started this project with you all back in the beginning, and we believe Mary Lee led us to the birthing site, which was one of our ultimate goals. Where are they giving birth? That's where the sharks are most vulnerable. We think that's in the New York, New Jersey Bight, just south of Long Island. So the next expedition, what they're trying to tag juveniles, and it's that spot tag that's on the shark that allows everyone to follow the sharks in real time. time on the app and at the website, so everybody can track these sharks and see where they're moving. And this kind of access you're seeing created to the sharks has just exploded our understanding, right? You can understand why the science community hasn't had access to these massive animals until the past few years.
Have you tagged a male white shark
We're still
yet?
chasing the boy, Nora. You know, that will be transformational. We're going to be in Cape, up off of Nantucket in September, tagging mature white sharks, and we hope to get that first male. People can actually win a trip. They can go to tagalong.com and win a trip to come tag the sharks with us in Nantucket, and that's our best chance.
Will there be rooms at the White Elephant, too?
There will be rooms at the White
So
Elephant.
why is it so hard to find a white?
The males are so tough because the females are so dominant in the ocean. When we get in these places,
Because we're more helpful.
yeah, they're bigger, they're more powerful, and when
More
you're in a
dominant.
place where they're mating, they just push
like
the
that.
males off the bait. I've been in several situations where we're trying to bait a male shark and big females push them off the bait. And Mary Lee did that, Catherine did that.
Are you as excited about Shark Week as most people are?
You know, anything that's, you know, letting people understand no ocean with no sharks, no planet with no sharks is good, and Shark Week does that.
We
right.
spent
Thank
some
you,
time with
Chris.
some baby sharks in Sea Island, Georgia, and estuary. It's really great to learn about greatest creature in the ocean. Thank you so much.
Chris.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Always
having me.
good to see you.